Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Zubair Amir is the General Manager of Sasgar Engineering Works. How to achieve sustainable transportation, how to overcome the problems of urban cities, and what is the role of industry in sustainable transportation. All this will be highlighted in the presentation. Please, sir.
Assalamu alaikum. So I think better we should start with directly go to sustainable transport and the role of industry in it. So I think that nothing has been discussed before. So what is the role of industry in the sustainable transport? You see, the whole equipment which is involved in it for transportation of anything, so either passengers or goods or anything, is involving a machine that moves and takes it from one place to another place. So this is the transport. Now, what kind of transport and where it is needed and what should be the level of standard of this transport is all to be controlled by the industry at the end of the industry, not by roads or by controlling emissions on the roads, rather to control it where it is produced and how it is produced, how it is designed. I just need regulating authorities to set a goal, decide and give the direction to the industry. So what should be the level and at what stage, what time, this should be the graph. At this stage, at this period, this should be our standard level so that industry can work accordingly and R&D can start accordingly. If it is not set, there will be no standard, there will be no control on the industry, and everyone will work for selling his product at a competitive rate to make more money. I think it's better we ask to the government to set a proper goal for the public. In public, the manufacturers and industries all are involved. So for getting a better transport which can sustain, industry has a very, very important role. Now the government, what government is doing, it is directly going to import the equipment and directly going to implement it, but not considering how it will be sustained. Absolutely not considering how it will be sustained. Because whenever you buy any vehicle, any transport, immediately it needs parts. It needs to maintain, it needs to regulate. So first of all, which affects it is the fuel. That is very, very important while designing equipment or designing a vehicle. And the second thing which is directly affecting is the tire, which is directly creating a lot of problems while the vehicle is on the road. And third thing which is affecting is the construction of road. If more friction roads, it will affect the vehicle's quality and emissions quality which is produced by the vehicle. So the government has very, very important roles. I think if anyone from the government who can convey my point of view to the government that what kind of standards, what kind of goals should be, and these goals should be forwarded to the industry. So in industry, there are two main points. One is the OEM, another is the vending industry. The OEMs will take the role of following government standards, and then they give their own standards to the vendors for producing the parts. If these goals are not available, industry cannot give you a proper transport that can give you sustainability. And then again, it is the decision of the government whether they want to rely on the imported or they want to keep it maintainable. Because for maintaining, you need a lot of parts, you need a lot of things. From where these will come? Again, import and import and import, or we need the services locally and the parts locally available. What we should have? This is the main thinking to be communicated to the government, to the authorities, that please, we are talking a lot about the sustainability, but we are not talking about how this sustainability will be achieved. It is very, very important. And the goal for that, in what time, at what level we should reach. So this is important, and my request from the government that please pay more attention towards this. Please take industry on board while deciding about sustainable transport. It's very important. And so many things are affecting in sustainability. The level of sustainability, affordability is important. You see, the government is making metro bus system and the train system. It is for the transportation of people. But this transportation is from one end to another end. But how it is going to be feeded? Where is the feeding? Where are the feeder transports? Whether this facility is, whatever is the card, is the yellow and the orange or green or blue, it is taking you from home to the line and then taking to other place? How? There are a lot of things are missing in between, I think. So from 5 or 7 or 10 kilometers, how a person will be taken to the station, and from there this limited transport system will carry him. I think it has not been considered by those people who have designed, who have planned it. So mile to mile and end-to-end transport and the feeding transport is absolutely missing from this main system. So how we will achieve this sustainability? And what kind of transport we need to feed? Do we need Mercedes cars to bring the people from home to that station? The person, we are asking him just spend 40 rupees and go for 40 kilometers. But when you reach to the other station, 40 kilometers, then you have to pay 1,000 rupees while reaching home. This have to be considered, have to be given the thoughts. Where is the feeder transport? So we need the feeder transport, and that transport should also be sustainable. And when there is no control, when there is no standard, how this sustainable feeder transport will be developed? Who will do the R&D? Who will spend on it? Do we need money to work on it, or without investment we can get such kind of things? Do we really need industry to work on it, to spend on it, or not? I think we really need the help of industry. We really need the people who are spending money on it and getting no result because of no proper control, no proper enforcement, nothing from the government, only in the papers or only in the books or only just on the slides. But nothing practically is being done. It's the time we have to do it. We should do it. If we are going to miss this time, then no one is going to think about that for the future of our babies. Don't think about your babies. It is assured that will be disabled when these are born, either mentally or physically or in any shape, because they are born in a polluted environment. And it is the bad effect of pollution which is dangerous. It is a poison for the human being. We are talking about green environment, but how? A lot of it. Industry should be taken on board before deciding rules, regulations, and standards and principles, and then decide the goals, decide the time period for it, and then go forward. And then government has to keep on asking the industry at what level they have arrived, what problem they are facing, what is happening with their investment. If you are not giving this level, this playing field equal for everyone, it is never going to happen to get a sustainable transport. And then after getting sustainable transport, you have to maintain it. You have to control it. You have to check it. We need another system also. There also we need education, academia involved, and the industry should be involved. And we have to produce these things here in the country to be and to remain sustainable. Otherwise, there will be no sustainability. I gave an example. If you import an equipment, very expensive, very good, but person who is trained has left away, what is the use of that equipment? I know a lot of examples in a lot of places, in the government and private sectors, very expensive equipment is being purchased, but there is nobody to operate it. No one knows how to operate. No one knows how to use it. And for what purpose it is to be used, no one knows. It's the main weakness of our academia, from where our babies are learning how to do it. But there is nothing for them to do experiment. They never seen the industry in a depth. They never learn how it is being done. So the industry is the basic playing role for the development, for the sustainability of transport, of any other thing. We talk about any other thing. In environment, a lot of things are affecting the environment. And it's not only transport. There are many industries also. So how to control it and how to make environment sustainable, it's important, very important. We should have academia, we should have scientists, and we should have technologists on board to work on it. I will request to announce a committee right now, today, who keep on working on it, and also asking the government to help us in making all these things, to standardize, to document, and then to enforce all this. That's all.